You know, every now and then I go in and I'll sit down and I'll go down on the floor and I'll watch and I'll listen. You know, they're trying to get terminology. As I mentioned, you know, they haven't been together as a group. I know some of them have been together, but some of them are new to each other as well. So I think they're trying to, you know, work through their playbook, get their defensive assignments figured out. I mean, terminology is a big part of this as well. You know, when they're out there describing something, there are so many basketball terms that you have to use the right terms, but they're coming in every day, and, you know, it's really been that way almost the whole summer.
I think Coach Brown had said at some point this summer that he was thinking of adding some some zone defense as far as wrinkles are concerned within that system. I know you can't talk about the players, but just knowing the makeup of the team, what do you think that would do with the dynamic?
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised that their coach, you know, would do some zone defense. Phil did it. Mike's going to do it. There's certainly a place for it. You know, the rules now provide for, you know, something as close to a true zone as you can get to. So, you know, we'll see it. In what context? You know, is it the end of the game, trying to prevent a three-point shot? You know, I don't quite know yet. Maybe just a change of pace or tempo during a game. I'd be surprised if any coach, you know, ever decides to play a zone for an entire game. That'd be very unusual. Yeah, I look out my window. Yeah, my window overlooks the court, and you know, they're all dressed differently. It doesn't look like a practice, but they're going through offensive plays. I see them doing defensive positioning, you know, out of bounds stuff. They may be just, you know, testing plays, testing spacing, or just getting used to wording and terminology. But they are on the court every day, and we don't have much going on right now, so it's good to see a court lit up and people on it.
Well, last question for me. You mentioned Tori Messina as the Phil Jackson of Europe, and obviously Quinn Snyder's there, John Kuster. What impressed you about those candidates?
What impressed me about what?
The assistant coaches, John Kuster, Quinn Snyder, Tori Messina, and Chuck Person.
I played with John Kuster at North Carolina, so I know John very well since 1973. Tori Messina, I met him when a lot of the players in the NBA that are out there today were playing in Europe about 8 or 9 years ago, and he's a very good friend with my college coach, Dean Smith. So, yeah, and then of course we have Chuck Person, who was on our staff last year, and you know, we also have Quinn Snyder. So it's a good staff, and I think they want to get used to each other, and I'm hopeful that, you know, they're as productive as possible, and, you know, anything close to what the Jackson era did would be wonderful.